with another live stream, man. Just feeling just man, it's hard to even put a word on it right now. You know what I'm saying? This war against humanity is just absolutely terrible, man. We have some terrible war going on for humanity, man, against us, like almost $5 a gallon for gas is what I'm paying in Oregon. Almost $5 a gallon just for gas. And food is absolutely outrageous. Cost of food, and it's not good for us. Most of all this food that we're consuming is, they're trying to off us, every which way, man. The vax, the food, the cloud seeding, them chemtrails. Now we can barely even afford gas. Like, you know what I mean? Man, I'm just, if I wasn't currently getting paid weekly, I'd be completely screwed. And that being said, it is still hard to, you know, do it that way because then you don't have a good enough amount of money at once to do much of anything. So, it's just either way out, you're pretty much screwed right now. So I don't know. I'm just wondering if anybody else out there, man, is just upset with this whole thing, man. Who else is just, man. And on the flip side, though, I'm extremely grateful for everything I barely am holding on to, you know. And man, life without it, bro, I hate having to constantly worry about thinking about life without even what little I do got. So, that's why I'm busting my ass through these really hard times. Gas is almost $5 a gallon. Still making my land payment. I'm 2/3 of the way done paying off my land of almost 2.5 acres of land. And, it's really my fallback point from, this rat race of this society and everything, like, and just all the craziness going on. It's just like, man, I just want to pay off my little bit of land and go out there and grow my own foods, become as self-sufficient as I can possibly be, live off the land, beautiful nature surrounding you, and just live life the way it was intended to live. That's what I'm working for. That's why I'm out here in an RV winging it. Can't afford to pay off land and have a spot to park, and just like I couldn't afford to pay off land and have an apartment. No way. There's absolutely no way with $5 a gallon for gas right now, Literally, so I just put in $20 this morning, and I got 4.125 gallons of gas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm just a little, I'm just tired of all this, man. Like, so that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, which is also, but like looking at it for what I pay per month for my land, only like, less than $400 a month. is what my land payment is. Like I said, I'm 2/3 the way done paying it off. I've paid just over 10,000 on it. So, man, I just have like 5,000 left, and yeah, it's just it's a slow process right now because inflation's so bad. You can hardly literally like I get paid weekly, and I struggle. The last day or two or whatever of the week before I get paid again, I'm like, oh, bro, how am I doing this? You know what I mean? So, and that's just RVing it. That's just winging it. I had to get insurance, so because they want to keep trying to harass me and stuff. And it's like, man, I'm working. Like, what more? The system it's just fucked off, man. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know what I'm saying? You're damned this way and that. So it's just like I'm just venting right now. I'm just anybody else out there, man, that has these frustrations. There's so many of us that can barely afford life right now. You feel me? No, man, I left all that life behind, yo. Yeah, I have a past life. Don't get it twisted, but man, I have a connection with our one infinite creator that is trying to steer me away from all the nonsense, man. I grew up in the crazy. Somebody's knocking on my thing right now. No, that's not what I am, so go away. But yeah, I'm gonna see what's up real quick. But absolutely not, yo. I do security. I'm right now. I mean, I've been a auto mechanic. I've been a loop tech. I've been a tire tech. I've been a roofer. I've done all kinds of different work besides even just that. So no, I grew up working since the time I was like 13 years old, pretty much, like straight up. I bought my first car when I was 14 years old. I paid cash for my first car. You know what I'm saying? 14, because I come from Montana State where, I was taking driver's ed at 14 and a half to I got my license when I was 15 and a half. So, you know what I'm saying? I grew up hustling. I grew up working and hustling at the same time. So, you know what I'm saying? But nowadays, I'm trying to like flip cars and stuff. Like I'm not, yeah, I'm keeping it legal, just because, man, I'm already having a hard enough time to survive as it is. I don't need to add no bullshit to my life, period. So, you know what I mean? I don't even drink anymore. I gave up drinking back, let's see, I was like 20, I was basically 25 when I gave up drinking. I'm 32 now. God dang. I'm getting old, yo. I'm getting old. I'm old 32, man. So, but yeah. No, man. Man, I don't really, I'm not judging anybody that's how they want to get it and whatever, but at the same time, I've been there, I've done that, I've lived all that, man. So, honestly, if it wasn't for running into certain knowledge that I did, honestly, I mean that really saved saved me in the direction that I was headed. I'll put it that way, man, because man, I grew up my father in prison type of thing. I never knew my father till I was 20 years old. My mom did what she could, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it was wild. So, I done got kicked out young and all that. So, yeah, man, but anyways, I got this vision of getting this land paid off, man. I'm 2/3 of the way, man. If I can just, man, I need to flip a couple vehicles and then I can pay off my land. That's really what I'm trying to do right now. So I'm waiting for this one to sell, but it's a little hard because I don't use Facebook. I don't use social media, period. Like, I got banned from Facebook back around like 2019, 2020. Speaking about all the things going on during that time frame. So, yeah, But anyways, I'm thankful to be here no matter how hard it is. I mean, no matter how hard that seems to be thankful for, you know. I mean, we're in some crazy times, yo. Like I said, fucking $20 bill barely got 4 gallons of gas. Like, man, I'm barely old enough, still young enough to remember when a $20 bill, with a $20 bill, man, I used to be able to get some gas, some cigarettes, something to drink, and some food. I'm only 32 years old. And I grew up in the times of when a $20 could get you all that. I mean, literally, it's wild. Like, you know, everything is like, everything is pretty much everything. Most things are over twice the amount that it was of me growing up in that time already. So, but the thing that's really crazy is wages really haven't done shit in the last 10 years neither. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm I am lucky enough that pretty much the last like decade plus, I've been making around $20+ an hour. Um, but that comes from a state where minimum wage was $8 an hour still. So, you know what I mean? But yeah, at least I'm a hustler, man. I always figure out somehow by the grace of God, man, how to get the things that I need to just exist in this world, man, because it's hard when you don't come from money. You know what I'm saying? It's hard when you won't sell out your soul by participating in a bunch of fuckery to get some decent amount of money type of shit, man. Like, you know, all we got left is our soul, man. That's all we got left, really. Man, the soul of our people, man. We gotta hold on. That's what they want. They want your soul. It's the whole point of this whole, man. Once they do this new digital ID and all this nonsense, man, I ain't partaking in none of that, bro. You can just put me 6 feet under if I can't figure out a way to survive around that, because I'm gonna find a way to survive around that. So, like, I'm just not partaking in none of the beast, man. Fuck the devil. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, straight up, man. Nah, man, we fighting for God. We fighting for our one infinite Creator. Fighting to keep that love and light, even though we in some times where we gotta be some soldiers a lot of time. I know in my own life I do. you know, uh, that's why I moved to a place that's a little more relaxed, because man, I don't like hurting people. I really don't. I'm very, very capable. and I don't like to, man. My come from military on both sides of the family type of very capable. Bro, I don't like to, man. I want to live in the love and the light, and that's a battle in itself during these times that we in. Man, when you just keep getting poked and pushed around, and you know what I mean, like, then you're dealing with all these rude people that I try very hard just to, okay, whatever, but not perfect neither, and sometimes I react, but it's just some crazy times, man. I'm just venting. I'm just seeing where my real people are at, man. Where my real souls are at out here, bro. People can judge and think what they want, dude. I've been only on some 420 and some cigs because I don't need them, man. But I don't quit drinking. I don't do no hard drugs. I don't associate with that at all. So you know what I'm saying. Been there, done that. Been there, done that, man. I'm just trying and trying every day to live a better life. It's just me and my dog. I've been single like 5 years now, just trying to work on just me, and also allowing myself to a whole lot of studying, a whole lot of taking in a bunch of knowledge from high sources. If you look at my playlist section, you'll see all kinds of things up on there, man. This is really DC knowledge and entertainment. It all starts with knowledge. Knowledge is real wealth, man. Ain't no money, some real wealth. Nah. Up here is real wealth, man. So, although, it can send you through some not very easy times. And sometimes the more you end up knowing can be bad. I mean, certain things, it's like, oh, kind of wish I didn't know. But, like, at the same time, it's like, that's part of this growth process. Comes with pain. We can't have true growth without pain. So, goddamn, give me the pain. I'm ready to keep at it, man. I'm a warrior. This is my life. So, you know what I'm saying? If I gotta endure even more pain to have even more growth, then you know what I'm saying? Bring it, dude. Because, man, I just want to continue down this path of growth and this path of finding that love and light within myself, and, hope that I can help a few other people along the way. Try to look for that real truth, man, that real light, the real truth. Man, I'm out here living in an RV, just a motorhome. I have an engine. So I got two engines to worry about right now because I got a Jeep and I got this. Luckily, my Jeep's 4.0 straight six, which, isn't great on gas, but it's not, like, horrible. And luckily, mine doesn't have a cat and stuff, and I think it's got a different muffler, and at that, it's not even, the muffler is not even connected to the tailpipe, sort of, and I put a new O2 sensor in it and did a whole tune-up, all that. It's running good. It's running good. For but yeah, I'm just another soul out here, man, trying to survive these times. and god dang, only getting 4 gallons of gas for $20 this morning just was like, man, bro. Man, something needs to give or something, man. This diet is just wild. I'm not even in California or nothing, like. I'm in Oregon, so it's like it's crazy. Where I'm from, gas is a lot cheaper than that. Might still be expensive, compared to how it has been, but I know it's a whole lot cheaper than that, man. I'm almost paying $5 a gallon. So, anyways, yeah, I'm just like, bro, I'm trying to make these land payments and keep up with all the other stuff, phone and insurance and all that. Food is just outrageous. What's good? What's good, Joe? And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and delete these, just because that's not the case. That's not who I am anymore, man. I put that life years behind me now. So been there, done that, man. But what's real about it though is as soon as I stopped doing that, not long after, I ended up going around kind of, posting up like I still was. And then I would even get people in my car and be like, yo, just sit them down and just have a little talk. And just a little, just little seeds. Not like trying to be, because I know it's all up to the person, man. But I was just in there planting little seeds with people and smoking some 420 with them. We do a little dab, and man, a lot of people, man, once they hit that, man, once I can get them to hit a dab, bro, that's when they'll be like, oh yeah, now you're making sense. Because I know for me, that's what helped get me out of all that stuff, man. Man, I hit some dabs again, and I was like, bro, I don't need this other shit, man. Like, straight up. So, yeah, I'm just thankful for everything I've been through, man, because if I hadn't gone through all of these crazy things in my life, I wouldn't have an idea of how to help other people transition or leave some things behind. And because for me, I had to leave everything I knew behind. I had to leave it all. My family, where I'm from, even though where I'm from still boils on through me, man. I mean, you can't really take that out of me too much. I mean, I've tried and stuff, but like, still, at the same time, I got to come into realization that our infinite creator allowed evil to exist. So the yin and yang. You know, Not everybody's really cut out for really being a soldier though. But we're real soldiers, man. We done go through a lot of yin and yang type of man throughout our whole life. And when you're focused on growth, it can keep knocking on your door, man. Everything that you done try to leave behind and stuff, it still follows you and whatnot, and tries to keep tries to change you back to your old ways, man. And takes a lot to just maintain on the right path, man. But yeah, I went out to the ocean today and soaked up some sun a little bit, and and just enjoyed it with my dog. And if I'm gonna keep taking trips to the ocean every time I can, even though gas prices are the way they are. Like, to me, that's like therapy, man. I don't need no, man. I pursue knowledge. and nature. Knowledge and nature, man, those two things, everything to me. I come from the city, literally come from the city, man, but bro, that's all just the rat race, yo. I hate being in cities. Even small towns like I'm in now, it's, just dealing with traffic, crabby people, and nonsense, and, just, man. So, yeah, I just can't wait till I'm done paying off this land. Man, I've been living the last 2 years solid. I mean, longer than that, but like I've been on this mission for like 2 years now of making these land payments every month. Because, as soon as that's all paid off, then it's like, whew, I own land. So it's like, that's what I'm focused on, man. Because, I just want to get my own garden going, and, I'm probably going to have to, raise some chickens and stuff type of, it's gonna, I need to be self-sufficient. It's just reality. The reality is I don't want to keep, I hate the system, man, and I just want to be self-sufficient, and I want to be out there with nature. I don't want all the problems to goddamn leave me alone. For them, so, when they come a knocking, man, I'm not gonna be too happy. So, I just that's just where I'm at with life. Is I don't want to hurt nobody and shit, but I just want to. If you can't come at me with good intentions and good positive vibes and everything, positive energy and love, then stay the hell away. You know. So that's where we're at right now, man. Just had to rant on a little bit, cause man, we in some crazy times right now, yo. We in some crazy times. How y'all doing, man? How y'all holding up to these times we in, man? For y'all folk that's out there on your own. I don't know what your situation may be or whatever, but I've been basically out on my own since a teenager. So, I mean, I started supplying my own everything by the time I was like 13 years old. I'm 32 now, so I'm yeah, I've done been through it, man. Been out on them streets. I just right when I got off probation, I did 5 years of felony probation, man. And once I completed that, I was just out, man. I was just so used to all the people I meet all the time and stuff, and yeah, I was just tired of that, just that whole circle and just that whole way of life and everything. And so I'm like, man, and I was renting an apartment and everything. And I just said, man, I gotta let all this go, man. I want to like simplify my life. So, I got a decent car. I mean, like I sold all my vehicles, bought one car, took off, man. And that was it. Like I was literally leaving the state as my thing expired. Like I was out of there, man. I wanted to leave everything I knew behind me to be able to focus on a new life. And man, I wouldn't trade it for anything, man. I wouldn't trade it for anything at all. You know, all the different pain and suffering and just different situations that I've been through and everything. It's just, you know, like it. I'm thankful for it. You know, like I don't know how else to put it, man. It's just, you know, everybody kind of reaches a point where they just, you know, you can't really take anymore at the moment. And you're just like on overload, and that's where I'm at right now. Is I'm on overload right now. I'm just like, goddamn prices of everything. The fact that all this food is, man. I don't know if y'all can, man. No matter what I try to eat and stuff, man, it's all still the same thing, man. I don't really feel good. So, you know, man, this freaking food in America is damn poison, man. Man, if anybody out there has an affordable option of some actually good food, don't leave y'all fucked up feeling, man. Let me know. You know, I don't know what to trust and stuff with the produce and all that, man. With all the chemtrails that's been in this everything, man. It's just like some wild times we in here, man. So you know, I've been listening to Bob Marley every day, man. A lot of some other artists too, but I definitely some Bob Marley, man, every day. I already done did today. Before the day's over, I already know I'm gonna be listening to some more. You know what I mean? Because man, Bob Marley was, man, he was the modern day original spiritual warrior. And that's exactly what Bob Marley was, man. Spiritual warrior, man. So don't mind me. I'm just taking some medicine real quick. Some good old 420. So thankful it's legal here. Like, yeah, it caused problems too, and you know, in certain ways it'd be better if it wasn't, but at the same time, I just want to be left alone. You know what I mean? I don't want no more smoke with the system. Ooh. Candyland. Sorry, I got the Candyland dab going. You know, just a little something to clear my head. But yeah, man, peace and love, man. Sending y'all peace and love, y'all. Man, you know, I'm sitting here in my motorhome with my dog. You know, we're at the store. I need to go back to my job site and get my Jeep, and I'm gonna go to some other stores. I'm gonna get some food. I don't know what to eat, man. Nothing ever sounds good anymore. It's just like everything I eat just kind of makes me feel the same. So it's just like, you know what I mean? It's just, bro, man, what's some good food that I like? You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm thinking about like getting some potatoes, onions, and Man, I don't even know. I don't even know. It's like I don't really even know anymore, man. Sometimes just like, I cook as much as I can and stuff, but still, even when I cook, man, all the stuff I get to cook, it's just, man, I don't trust none of the food anymore. So, what do we do? What do we do, man? Like, seriously, I need to make like a guide of different things that I can do to try to eat as best as I can with the given ingredients in America. I'm so tired of our food and everything here and just everything, man. They've just been trying to just knock us out, man. It's not okay, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. Everything they're doing is fucking criminal. Bro, they wanna treat people who just want some fucking freedom as the criminal. Goddamn, they're the motherfucking criminal. You know what I'm saying? That's just, it's like, bro, when are we gonna stand together and like it just doesn't, it's just not even, it doesn't even seem possible anymore because people like myself, myself included, like, man, even not online but like in person in real life, trying to get people together for like, man, over a decade now. Man, for over a decade now, like the last like 13 years type of, yeah, since 2013. So yeah, it's just like, man, so I finally ended up, years later, the last couple years, been making some YouTube content, and man, I can't wait till I can get a computer, but man, fucking inflation and everything, man, it's just kicking my ass. So I'm trying to see if I can get I need to get my land payment figured out to where I can pay it on a weekly basis, like $100. Just I'm gonna put a little bit extra on it too. Try to do like $100 a week instead of 357 a month. Try to pay it off a little bit quicker. But that would help with me getting paid weekly. So yeah, it's just because otherwise, even just trying to pay that monthly is a struggle right now. Like I do it, but man, it don't leave me with much sometimes and stuff. And of course, you got maintenance and all that. And I'm trying to sell this Jeep, but so many people is broke, man. And for me to sell it, I would have to ask a whole lot less, probably right now. And I'll sell it if the price is right. I mean, I gotta make my profit for, because it runs way better than it did when I got it. And it drove fine, but when I first got it, when it was cold, the idle was a little wonky while it was cold until it warmed up. So I got that pretty much. I mean, for the miles and everything, that thing run good now. So, man, if I can sell that for even like 2,000, and this is what I'm really trying to do is get two vehicles out of it, and vehicles that have a decent book value and that have something wrong that I can fix. Because really, man, I'm trying to get this land paid off like now. if I can flip enough vehicles, I can get this land paid off right now, type of like. So, yes, I'm praying that that can happen, man. Because I don't want to just keep. Man, I've been doing this for like 2 years now, like just over like something like that. I lose track of time anymore, but something like that. So yeah, basically, yeah. So man, I'm just like almost there, man, almost there. And then I won't have that over my head every month, which will be huge relief. Cause yeah, like I said, I done left my old life behind to try to simplify life and to experience some freedom. Homestead and off grid living, nature. You know, not dealing with these sirens and traffic and people and cops and everything, man. Just it's all too much. People don't act right nowadays, man. So it's like it's just too much. Oh. And even when you're out there in the boonies, people don't act right. Even worse. You still got that to deal with. But the price you pay for freedom, man. It don't come easy. It don't come cheap. And it sure as hell don't come with other prices to pay. So, it is what it is, man. I just can't wait to be back out there. I lived out there off and on, like, for a while there, and man, it was so nice. I miss it. Man, I hella miss it. But I had to literally leave just to find work. I couldn't find any work in that area, man. Nobody wanted to fucking hire me and shit. So I'm like, fuck. Because I'm not from there and this and that. And so many excuses that I heard of why, fucking, man. I was just like, whatever, man. I had to literally leave it behind in order to just to pay it off. Like, so that's what I'm on right now, man. I'm trying to, readjust. There is no adjusting to this, man. I don't want to be out here in town. You know what I'm saying? But doing what I got to do, man, to get this paid off. So if I can get some moves to line up just right, I can get it done quicker. So, especially in the times we're in right now, man, I just want to get it done right now. Like, there's not, I feel like there's no more time to wait, like, or, slow pay on it how I have been. $10,000, It sucks when you ain't got money, man. You're just trying to survive and trying to have anything. Especially being just one person, just one income, that's it. Thank God I ain't got no kids. Thank God it's just, me and my dog. So, what's good, everybody? What's good? I know I've been rambling on, man. I'm just been dealing with a lot lately, man. And it's just like, they want me quiet about a lot of issues, like a lot of things. And when it's all really said and done, they're trying to keep us from our peace. They want us all worked up, and they thrive off of our fear and all, anger and all this thing. It just feeds to their beast of a system. So, it can be tough to just put all faith in our infinite creator, all faith in God. Man, this is all And like I know that everything happens for a reason. Everything is meant to go the way it's supposed to. It shit ain't happening for no reason. So we got to just keep learning and learning and learning. That's that's what we're here to do on this planet. This planet's like an experiment, man. It's like a game. It's a game to these fools, man. They play with their life, spraying that shit in the air. Bro, I was so mad being a trying to pay off my land, right? I'm out there busting my ass trying to pay off my land. I was living out there at the time. And here come the chemtrails. Dude, they was just flying back and forth and back and forth. And I had put a video, I filmed them and put a video on my channel here, man. I was pissed, though. I was not being nice. I was very mad. Because it's like, I want to grow food here, and yet you're fucking poisoning my ground. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro. So, it's funny that they quit spraying that area for quite some time after I'd made that video. Don't know if it was related or not, but still, it's kind of interesting that they're all up over my sky, man. As soon as I make that video, they stop. I don't know. I don't really believe in coincidences type of, but anyways, it's just wild times we're in, man. Just trying to stay as positive as I can, man. I got to work tonight, 12 hours. So I'm just doing it 3 days a week, though. So that's just all. I'm barely able to find that and something that paid decent enough to where it's like, I've been making more than if I had a normal job. And a normal job, I've already talked about up on this channel multiple times, is not something that I'm into anymore, man. It's just, well, I don't need something that steals my energy like that bad. Like, just, the more people you have to deal with, all that, man, be different if people, it's just crazy that, there's so few real ones left, man. It's like, so the rest of society's been like brainwashed and bro, they're hateful and ignorant at the same time. And it's just like even just reading comments sometimes, or dealing with stuff out here in the real world and everything. Even just trying to go to a store sometimes is like, I don't know, man. People don't know how to let all that out healthily instead of just bottling all this stuff up and then just taking it out on just some random person. Like, bro, come on, man. We gotta get wiser than that, man. We gotta quit treating people that way, man. So ultimately, man, that's part of the Christ consciousness message. To love everyone and yourself especially. You got to learn how to love yourself, man. Because if you can't do that, man, it's not healthy. So that's also coming to the realization about yin and yang and everything, and just realizing that like, man, as long as you're striving to be better, a better version of yourself, that's what really matters. Yeah, you're gonna be trialed and You know, you're gonna go through all kinds of tests. All kinds of tests, man. So I've been through them. I've been through them. I already know. Bro, I've been through so many tests. And you know, I think I'm doing good considering. I mean, I'm doing good. So, you know, they can keep testing me if they want to. You know? Man. Just all these demons out there in the world, bro. It's just scary. It's like, you know, a lot of them, it's like they don't even realize. And I think that's really what's scary about it is, you know, it's like a lot of folk out there, man, it's like their consciousness has been erased. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're not even conscious of their own actions and the way they are and everything. Like greed has turned this world into a shit show, man. That's what we're dealing with right now. That's why we're paying $5 a goddamn fucking gallon. Barely able to make ends meet right now, you know, like it's just been progressively getting worse. You know, just minor adjustment, minor adjustment, minor adjustment. Everything just keeps going up, but the wages don't. Like, the fuck, man? How are the wages absolutely nothing? Like here in Oregon, I'm still finding places that want to pay like 15, 16 bucks an hour. Dude, 10 years ago, I was making 21 bucks an hour. Make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? Make it make sense, somebody, man. Other than they're just fucking us, man. So they just want to see how far they can push us, man. And it's like, bro, when are we gonna come together and be like, hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why in 2026 am I supposed to make less money than I was making? I mean, yeah, I'm in a different state, but you know what's weird about it is this state has a higher minimum wage than the state that I was in, which was Montana, and this is Oregon. They both don't have sales tax type of, you know, so they're similar. Yet this one has a higher minimum wage, yet I'm making less money than I was years ago in Montana. And I have had like two jobs where I made like more. Okay, so like two, but they were like gigs. They weren't like jobs, like full time. I mean, like, you know, they weren't a permanent thing. So the permanent jobs out here, you know what I'm saying, only want to pay like, yeah, 14, like stupid low, man. It's like, bro, somebody at the gas station that I go to a lot was just saying, man, they were like, bro, it's like I'm just fucking working just to pay for the gas to come to work. You know? For those of y'all that still live in apartments, I done gave up that, man. That was like, bro, I was so unhappy in an apartment. I don't know, man. I cannot do it. Cannot do it, man. I cannot have neighbors like that with a bunch of nonsense going on like that, with sound curfews, with getting yelled at for working on my car, to all this. Bro, not okay with none of that, man. Like, yeah, if I want to bump music during the night, I want to be able to do that, and that's what I do. So, you know what I'm saying? But they want to try to treat people like me like a criminal or something, just because we ain't with the shit no more, man. And I've been not with it since COVID. Right then and there, man, I was like, no, man, fuck all this, dude. I see where all this is going and everything, and no, 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 man, I am not okay with none of this. So that's when I quit renting apartments and everything, man. I was just like, bro, I'm not even happy here to begin with. You tell me to stay home, bro? I'm gonna do the opposite. Fine, you want me to stay home? Guess what? I don't have a home no more. Call me what you want, man, but that's called resisting these changes. That's called resisting, man. It's called putting up some resistance, drawing the line. The do not cross line, like, oh man, I'm in the pursuit of happiness. I'm in the pursuit of being free. You can't do that while you're renting. you know? Definitely in today's economy, I don't know how it would even be possible for you to rent and try to pay off some land, try to get a loan on some land and pay that off. I don't know how that would even be possible. So, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know who was knocking on my thing earlier, but they went away. Anyways, I need to get some food. That's a horrible situation because, man, I need to find the least toxic food that I can. They tell us to treat our body as a temple. Change over to a higher vibrational diet. Anyways, man, I'm gonna figure out some food and stuff. I gotta get this day rolling. I gotta work tonight. These 3 days, I got tonight and tomorrow and the next, and then bam, I'm off again for 4 days. So, during that time though, I'm trying to find something to do, like fix people's vehicles or help people with yard stuff or whatever, man. Like, I'm a handyman, mechanic, like, so, man, I'm steady trying to find that type of gig, man. Like, just try to survive a little easier, like, get this land paid off, and that's my main thing that I care about right now, man, is getting that land paid off. If I had that land paid off, hey, all right, man, find a way to get $5,000. All right, I need to go see what's up with. Oh, I see. All right, maybe. Peace and love, y'all. Let's take care of some shit. What is it, girl?